I found the hottest new NFT projects coming out in 2022. The first one we're gonna look at here is Squiggles, and Squiggles has built a massive following. You can see they've gotten 184,000 followers on Twitter. And this project is touted as a project driven by the community, for the community, by your best friends, 307 and Facts. And 307 is a co-founder of Squiggles and a lover of doodles, and so is Facts, same thing. They both have about 10,000 and 50,000 followers respectively. And as we look at some of the art in this project, you're gonna see it's a 3D project, which is very popular these days. 3D projects are kind of all the rage right now. And you can see that some of this art kind of gives you some doodles vibes. It kind of looks very similar, just in 3D. And if you're not familiar with doodles, well, doodles is one of the popular projects. It's about 16 Ethereum floor price right now, 74,000 in total volume. And you can see here some of the doodles, and you can see that these look very similar to the Squiggles, just in 2D versus 3D. And when you come over to the Squiggles website, you can see even more similarity between the Squiggles and the doodles, especially when you come down here and you see some of these rainbow vomits coming out of these Squiggles. Well, that's basically the mascot for doodles, which you can see right here in this particular NFT sold for 100 Ethereum. Now, what are the details for the Squiggles project? Well, the total supply is gonna be 10,000 NFTs. The cost to mint is still not revealed yet, so we're gonna have to stay tuned for that information. And there are gonna be 7,000 spots for the whitelist. And so if you are interested in this project, especially after we go through the roadmap, I suggest getting into their Discord and getting onto their whitelist as soon as you can. Now, the steps to get on the whitelist are all outlined right here on their Discord, and I'm just gonna zoom into that real quick. So some of the requirements that you have to meet is you have to invite 40 friends to help grow the community. You have to follow on Twitter and Instagram, changing your profile picture to Squiggles from one of the sneak peeks, and adding Squiggles to the end of your name, reaching level 3 or higher by engaging in the chat. And the junior whitelist requirements are the same, except only 15 invites instead of 40. And then optional requirements: boosting the server, creating different chats, creating and leading an activity for the community, reacting to all the announcements, liking and retweeting all the posts on Twitter and Instagram. Now, it is important to know that they will be choosing by hand, and we guarantee we are picking Squiggles who are passionate and giving their best for the project. And then also down below, they say that you can be chosen for the whitelist without having met all the requirements. So I do suggest, if you want to get on this whitelist, get into their Discord, start being active in their community, start hitting all of these requirements, as many as you can, and then hopefully you can get that whitelist spot. And as a quick note, I'm not sponsored by any of these projects. I have no affiliation with them. I'm just making this video because I think they're all pretty cool. And this project is launching on February 10th, so you still have about a week to get into this project and into the whitelist. And you can see over here, it's gonna be pretty competitive because there's 270,000 people in the Discord, and they've already removed 140,000 bots. And as soon as you get on this Discord, be aware that you're gonna start getting all these DMs saying that you can now mint Squiggles, you got access to the pre-sale, all these different things. Those are scams. Don't click on those links, and be safe out there. And as far as their roadmap, they have about 5 different things that they have outlined on their website. And you can see here, number 1 is the Squiggles Society. Basically, they plan on hosting AMAs, organizing events, and maintaining 100% transparency at all times. Step number 2 is the Squiggles Workforce, and their current plan is to set aside 15% of all secondary market royalty revenue into a Squiggles treasury. And number 3 is an exclusive holder benefit. Now, they don't really specify what these benefits are going to be. They say that owning a Squiggle will have numerous benefits. Our team is keen on continuing the effort to take care of our holders, and we want to continue to maintain an environment where the best interest of our holders is aligned with our best interests, and this is our version of creating a genuine and effective passion income source for Squiggle holders. Our current plan is to set aside 15% of all secondary market royalty revenue into the Squiggles treasury, just as they said here in step number 2. So they're not really outlining how this treasury is going to be spent, but ideally it's going to go to the holders of the Squiggles in some form or another. Now, step number 4 is actually really cool, doubling down on Squiggles. And this is something that not a lot of projects are doing. And if you get what they're doing here, then it can add a lot of value in the NFT that you're holding. What they're gonna be doing is they're actually gonna be allowing all holders to have full IP rights, intellectual property, to their Squiggles. That means having free range to do whatever they want with it as long as it meets our guidelines. Rather than restricting people and creating derivative collections to Squiggles, we plan to act as a launch pad for them. Now, that's actually really cool because if you have the IP rights for your NFT, then that means you can basically make a little sub brand for that particular NFT. And that just gives a lot of people more flexibility. And having IP rights is something largely that a lot of NFT communities and a lot of NFT holders are looking for. And step number 5, the Squiggles Marketplace. Again, they're saying that they're going to set aside 15% of all revenue into a Squiggles treasury, repeating that for the 3rd time. And they're saying that this is our version of creating a genuine and effective passive income source for all Squiggle holders. Now, this is not very clear what they're saying they're going to be doing, but some way or another, they're wanting to take this 15% treasury and then use that to create passive income for all of the holders. All the steps for that and all the details and logistics aren't lined out yet, but if that actually happens, this can be a pretty cool use case and utility for these NFTs. So that's all for Squiggles. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this project. And also, if you're watching this and you have not yet hit that subscribe button, please subscribe down below to my channel by smashing that red button. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to bring content like this to you 3 times a week, every single week. So thanks. Now, the second project is called Invisible Friends, and you can see here on Twitter that they have even more of a following than Squiggles. They have almost 400,000 followers. They're dropping in February, and this is going to be a 3D collab with, sorry, I don't know exactly how to pronounce this, Nguyen Hut or Nguyen Art. Feel free to correct me down below in the comments. I know my pronunciation on that was pretty bad. But they're gonna be having this 3D collab mid-2020, so around summer sometime. And if you're not aware of Nguyen Hut or Nguyen Art, this is the guy that's behind Clay Boys. And this is this project right here on Foundation. And you can see that it's this collection of Running Man NFTs, and these Running Man style NFTs have become very popular these days as well, especially in this 3D form. And so he's been pretty popular with these 3D animations and all these clay artworks. And so he's gonna be doing a collaboration with Invisible Friends, again, sometime mid-2022. And so this is an example of Invisible Friends. You got that Running Man style in 2D, Invisible Man, so you don't really have a face, but you have different outfits, different characteristics, and everything that you're gonna be seeing in these NFTs. And as far as the supply on this project, if you come onto their website, you can see that there's gonna be 5,000 of these NFTs. They are gonna be launching in February, and similar to Squiggles, we still don't have a mint price for this launch. You can see some more examples of the artwork on their website, and then you can see that this project is actually part of the Random Character Collective. And if you're not familiar with the Random Character Collective, these are the people behind Slim Hoods, Mood Rollers, and now Invisible Friends. You can see that Mood Rollers has about 30,000 followers. That's a 5,000 NFT collection. Slim Hoods has about 31,000 followers and another 5,000 NFT collection. And if we pull up one of these collections like Slim Hoods here on OpenSea, we can see that their floor price is doing pretty well. It's about 2.6 as of this moment, 6,000 in total volume. But also be aware that we've been seeing a lot more activity lately over the last couple of weeks because we got the announcement of Invisible Friends coming out, and this Slim Hoods NFT project and also the Mood Rollers NFT project, which I can pull up here in just a second. These are acting as whitelist spots for the Invisible Friends project. And if you look at Mood Rollers as well, you can see that same 2.6 Ethereum floor price, and you can see that their activity ramped up at about the same time as well, just at the start of the year. And you can see on their Discord, you can get on the whitelist by being a valuable community member or by holding Slim Hoods and Mood Rollers. So if you do have one of these NFTs, Slim Hoods or Mood Rollers, you can get on the whitelist spot, and so that's driving the prices of those NFTs up higher. And so probably once the Invisible Friends NFT launches, you can expect to see a decrease in the value of those NFTs. Not to say that's for certain, but it is a common thing that happens. Now, this project is definitely building a lot of hype. There's a lot of people on Twitter, as you can see, 400,000 following. There's a lot of people also in the entire Random Character Collective Discord, about 264,000 people, but also be aware that there isn't a strict roadmap for this project. Now, I'm personally not the biggest fan of having a project without a roadmap. I feel like that's a bit like investing into a startup company without a business plan, but some people love it. It's just not my cup of tea. But regardless, I do think the art is pretty cool, and I do think that they've had some success with their other projects, and they've built a very strong community around this NFT project as well. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this project. Now, the third project is called Goonies Gang, and this project has also been building a lot of hype recently. They just joined Twitter on January of 2022. They have already 107,000 people in their Twitter account following them. And also, if you come over here to their Discord, you're gonna see that they have about 157,000 people in their Discord. Now, this is a project with 8,888 NFTs. The whitelist sale is gonna be 0.15 Ethereum, and the public sale price is gonna be 0.25 Ethereum each. They will be minting also in February. That's a common theme with many of these projects. There will be only 3,500 people allowed / eligible for our whitelist. And if you wanna get on the whitelist, here are the different steps. Number one, you gotta be active, helpful, and motivating member in the gang. No spamming. We have mods everywhere. They're always watching you, just like good old Santa Claus. Number two, be participatory in all of these different channels, which you can see right here. And number three, tweet the gang, tweet the project, and mention us on Twitter or on Instagram. And once complete, share the tweet in Tweet proof. And then there's a couple of different things as well that you can do to increase your chance of being on the whitelist. And so you can read all of those things right here. And as far as their roadmap goes, they have a couple of different things. Number one, they have the Goonies 3D collectibles. The Goonies community will vote to choose 4 NFTs from the collection to turn into 3D collectibles. And then these collectibles will be limited, some gifted, while some are sold only to our holders. They're also going to have some merch, which is a very common thing as well. You're also going to have ownership. So you get to own your Goonies, OBJ, and FBX files. And then these files will be handed over to you with all intellectual property rights to your character. And again, going back to those IP rights, that's a big thing that communities are wanting these days. And so a lot of projects are delivering on that. And then also there's going to be an animated series. As the Goonies gang takes over the metaverse, our cameras will be there to capture all the action. Our animated series will provide you with an in-depth look at the Goonies origin and story leading up to the game. Serious hint, other NFT projects, beware. We are coming to cause chaos, they say. And then also there's going to be some different Goonies events, and then they're also going to have a metaverse takeover. And as part of this, you're going to be able to choose your customized vehicle with your Goonies character and battle it out on a racetrack backed by Web 3.0 technology and using a layer 2 scaling solution. So that's the Goonies project. My one thought on this project is that the public sale price especially is a bit high at a quarter Ethereum. I typically like to see those in the 0.05 to 0.08 Ethereum range. And so seeing it at about triple that, 0.25 Ethereum, is a bit high in my mind, but let me know in the comments down below if you think it's worth it. Now, project number 4 is called Hype Bears. You might be confusing this with Hype Beast, but no, this is Hype Bears. And this is going to be a collection of 10,000 NFTs coming by, you guessed it, February of 2022. They have amassed a whopping 210,000 followers. And again, they're going with this 3D style running man, walking man type animation. Very popular in the NFT world. And you can see that this is also followed by a couple different people like Alien Friends, JRNY Crypto, and a couple other prominent people as well. And this project is actually launching on February 2nd, the time of release for this video. And the mint price for these NFTs is 0.4 Ethereum, which I do think is quite high for a brand new NFT project that doesn't have a lot of background creating another super successful project. And so just be aware of that and let that play whatever factor it plays in your decision-making process. And you can see they have a 5-part roadmap as well. Number 1, they have the Hype Bears, sorry, I'm trying to say Hype Bears like Hype Beast, but they have the Hype Bears Social Club, they have the Hype Bank, they have the Hype Bears Staking UI, and then they have the Hype Bears PFP Mint, and then they have the Hype Bears merchandise. So a couple different things. There's not a lot of details for this roadmap, but that's what you can expect. They have a massively strong community as well with 310,000 people on their Discord. Be aware of that. 0.4 Ethereum floor price, 10,000 NFTs. Let me know if you're gonna be minting this collection. And the 5th project is the Murakami flower. Now, here's an example image of the Murakami flower. We don't have a lot of details. I don't have a lot of details to share with you because there is no Discord yet. There's no real website. We don't have a lot of information, but I'll give you what we have. The Takashi Flower NFT project is created by Takashi Murakami. Now, you may know Takashi Murakami as one of the guys that collaborated with Artifact on their project launch. Takashi Murakami is a very popular Japanese artist. He's been in the game for a long time and he's just started getting into the NFT space, which we've been seeing more and more with prominent artists. And he's very well known for the Murakami flower, which you can see behind him all around him right here. And when he collaborated with Artifact, he integrated that Murakami flower into their NFTs, which you can see an example image right here as well. But now he's decided he's going to create his own NFT project, and he's created this here Murakami Flower 2022 project. You can see their Instagram page. It just says, I, Takashi, and my team will make NFTs work. And when you come over to their website, you can see that you're going to just see here the Murakami flower. You're going to get a bit of information right here saying that they're going to be releasing in February, the Lunar New Year of the Year of the Tiger 2022. There are 12 different signs in the Chinese zodiac: rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, all these different things. I was born in the year of the tiger, and so this is the 5th time my sign has come around in my life, which means I'm 60 years old this year. And Murakami Flowers is the very history of my career as a painter. And then he goes through a bit more about the project and what he's going to be doing. He's going to be releasing this project in February of 2022. We don't have an official launch date. We don't have a Discord. We don't have an official price yet. But do be aware that you're going to want to be following his Instagram if you want updates on this project. That way, when they launch the Discord and they launch the project, you can be the first one to know about it. So those are the 5 hottest NFT projects launching this month. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.